Ethiopia is one of the countries in Africa where there are big orphan population. We have around 5 million orphan children in Ethiopia who are under a deplorable condition and who need various kinds of support, including shelter, education, food, clothes, and other supports. New Hope Center for Children and Handicapped, an Ethiopian indigenous NGO, came into existence in the year 2001. We are now providing shelter, food, clothing, medication, and education for the children who really need most.
My friend Dawit and I have had the privilege of interviewing all 42 orphans, trying to get their history and to discover what their past was like and how New Hope has totally changed their lives.
And all their history about themselves and about their family, about their background, out of their hurt. And most of them were crying because they have a very strong and touching story. They consider their sponsors are their parents, their mom and dad, because all of those kids lost, most of them lost their parents. So they feel their sponsors are their real parents. We are very joyful to see and to have Faith Chapel over here. We are always love to see them because they are our parents, our mom and dad. It's because of them and God we are living here, we are surviving in this orphanage.
New Hope is their refuge. Without a doubt, every one of them knows that God brought them here, and this is where they have met Him.
I don't know what I'm gonna be if you are not here helping us and taking care of us. So I want to thank you very much. I want to say God bless you.
Faith Chapel has built this water, drilling water up to 134 meters. A very good quality of water, and the children are enjoying. Previously, we did not have enough water to provide the children with drinking water and also to keep their hygiene.
This little stream we're kneeling by is at the fence line at the orphanage here in Guder. The water, there's a small little stream that runs through the property. So you can see the outhouse there just up the hill. And then right behind me is the cesspool that the outhouse drains into. Groundwater from that cesspool has to mix with this water coming through this little creek, which goes into the puddle right here on the other side of the fence line. Before we drilled the well and put the water system in here in the orphanage and also the community faucet, this is where everybody got their domestic water. There used to be a tin can sitting right next to this pond, and people would come down here with their reused yellow oil jugs. They would put a piece of cloth over the neck of the oil jug and then dip this muddy water with a can, pour it through their cloth filter, if you will, into their water jugs and take it home for all their domestic needs. So looking at this, how dirty this water is right here, and knowing what is mixing with it in the process of getting down to here, it makes it just so incredible what a difference we've made to the health and welfare of the kids at the orphanage, as well as the general community on this end of Guder.
The water has brought a tremendous effect in the orphanage, and the first result that we achieved after we got the water is that we have developed the gardens. We are planting various types of vegetables, such as tomatoes, potatoes, green peppers, and cabbage. And these vegetables are very, very important for the children to provide them with mineral and other useful food items. And another thing is that the water is used by the surrounding community, more than 50 households currently around our orphanage, with an average population of 550 souls, and these people are getting pure water from this water that Faith Chapel built for us. Another very important thing that we are getting because of the water is the children in the orphanage, their hygiene is well kept. Because of this availability of water, the school children, both from the orphanage and the surrounding community, are using the water. They are not thirsty anymore. They are drinking pure water, clean water, and thanks to Faith Chapel, we are very much happy.
በዚህ ፕሮግራም ደግሞ በጣም ተደስቻለሁ።
I am very excited with this BBS program in the afternoon.
እና እኛ
We are always learning how we are closer to Him and how we are traveling with His journey. And we learned how often we have a communication with Him. So we learned that He died for us for our sin, and we learned what to do for Him,
ስለዚህ
how to live.
We're not just about coming here to build buildings or drill water. We're coming here to influence children for Jesus. And these are eternal things that are happening here. These little kids will go out of here and it will affect an entire community. I'm hoping in the future that we can include the community of Gooter to actually use these children, because they're believers, to use them to bring more people to Jesus.
And we have always a hope that we will live together in one day in heaven, all of us together.
We have a broader vision that is to grow the school. Along with the dormitories, our plan is that to provide the children with best quality of education, because this will shape their future. In the future, they will be engineers, lawyers, economists, doctors. Our ultimate goal that is educating the children and placing them in the right place in the country cannot be achieved without the sustainability of our children's village, our orphanage. We deeply appreciate if someone comes and help us in establishing self-sustainability, income-generating activities such as poultry farming, dairy farming, beekeeping, and other such as vegetables and fruits.
I want to encourage what the Faith Chapel people did, and I really appreciate what they did for us over here. I am always loving them, and I really want to thank them because they loved us very much.
Well, we've just said goodbye to the kids for one more chapter of our life and theirs. Sometimes the goodbyes are really hard. There's become such a family, such a love between us and the children. We get to be with the kids, and a lot of their sponsors never get the opportunity to be here and love them and hold them and rub their head or play soccer with them. So we're the privileged ones. They get to come a long way from home and find home. So we prayed a prayer over them. We asked the Lord to bless them, to hold them, to give them courage and a dream, and that they would use Jesus inside of them to make their country different. And that's why we do what we do for this batch of kids. They have our heart, and we love them a lot.
አመሰግናለሁ፣ ወዳችኋለሁ።
እንወዳቸዋለን። በጣም ዝቅ ያለ ልወርድበት የማልችል በጣም ሰፊ ነው ላመልጥበት የማልችል የጌታ ፍቅር